What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we are going to take a look at the Bitcoin price. We are having some bearish divergence here on the RSI on the daily. So are we going to have a major correction now, or do we still have some potential upside? We're going to discuss this. I'm going to show you some different levels that I am checking out. We're also going to take a look at Ethereum, just about to break the $3,200 major resistance. If we do break out from here, it is all the way up to $4,000 in my opinion. We'll be discussing this situation. We're also going to take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. I do believe so that we are going to have a major drop now from the 40% levels. Okay, I'm going to talk about this. Also Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin. You know, we've been talking about this double bottom scenario. I do think that we are going to have maybe a potential correction and continue to the upside. I still have my trades open here on Bybit. Remember, if you are interested in trading, check out Bybit. You get the best bonus available here, $1,610 you can get, okay, depending on what you deposit. It is my favorite swing trading platform because of the fees. My favorite day trading platform is PrimeXbt. If you use my link in the description, you're getting 50% added to your deposit by using Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promotion code. Remember, you cannot withdraw this bonus. It is used for buying power. Said this, let's dive in straight into the chart. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Daily TA on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. I also do live streams to connect with the community. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't buy or sell anything that I say. If you do so, do your own research. Let's dive in. All right, zooming in here for the price of BTC, we can clearly see that we've broken out very nicely here from this resistance, and we should be holding nicely as support. So don't get scared if we do have a major correction. We could come as low as 40, 39, even $38,000. We should be getting supported here very nicely from this resistance, okay, turning into support. Now this would be the most bearish case scenario. Now let's zoom in here because we can clearly see there is some bearish divergence here on the daily, but this doesn't mean anything just yet. This can play out in weeks. We could still be pumping while the RSI is going down. We did see this here in March, also in April. We did have some massive bearish divergence already here. Okay, we saw the RSI making lower highs, the price action making higher highs, and it still continued making higher highs while the RSI was making lower highs. So, you know, it is the same here for the bullish case scenario. We could still be creating, lower highs here on the RSI for a long time, and would still be creating higher highs. So the bearish divergence here on the daily might take a couple of weeks, so we shouldn't be super cautious just yet on this. Now let's take a look at the 4 hourly. Now we do know that the $48,000 range, in my opinion, is going to be a major resistance, because if we take here this peak, all right, and this being the whole impulse of, you know, the May sell-off, then we do know that the $48,000 range is the golden pocket here, as you can see from the Fibonacci retracement. So there is going to be some type of rejection. We might have a little bit of a pullback here to the downside as soon as we hit this level. So this is something that we're going to pay attention in the next coming days. Let's zoom in here on the 4 hourly chart. And we can also clearly see, you know, that these bearish divergence are a little bit more extended. Okay, we do see lower highs here on the RSI from this point, and higher highs here on the price action. So this is something that we need to pay close attention to, you know, and we are getting rejected from this major resistance of these higher highs. I've connected exactly here these higher highs, and now this is where we are getting resistance. Now I wouldn't say that this is an ascending wedge exactly, but it is very similar. You know, you do see that the bulls are actually losing a little bit of steam, and we do see that this range, the $48,000, you know, if we zoom out here on the 4 hourly chart, this is a place where we did get supported very nicely with the price. We saw here on the 5th of March of 2021, you know, getting supported pretty nicely. Also right over here on the 24th and 25th of April, and we got supported right over here just before we had the major sell-off, okay, on the 18th and the 19th of May, dropping significantly here on the price. So this is a major level. It is the golden pocket from this drop. We saw major support here also, so it's going to be a hard level to break, but as soon as we break it, it is time to be ultimate bull here on Bitcoin, because if we do see a nice clear breakout with some nice volume and we do have a retracement, it is going to be a very, very good area to place some long orders, in my opinion. So this is something we're going to pay attention in the next coming days. I don't think we are going to break it anytime soon. We should be having some type of correction, okay, before breaking the $48,000. Because if we do break it out from here, you know, in between today and tomorrow, it is potentially going to be a fake out if there's not too much volume, and then we're going to come back in. So don't just trade it on the retracement. If we have the breakout, we should be checking out the volume. Remember, I will be updating you with this. Now, what can we expect here if we go to the 1 hourly for BTC? Let's get this line here on the RSI out of the way. We can, you know, it is pretty clear that we are getting, you know, bounces every single time here from this resistance of these high highs. So this is a point now that we need to break, but I wouldn't mind having a decent correction because this would give us opportunities to place some long orders. Now let's try and connect these. Okay, we do still kind of getting supported from this lower high structure over here. As you can see, we did, you know, have this higher low, sorry, right over here. We finally broke out from here. We got some type of resistance, then came straight back in. And as you can see, we have got supported very nicely from this support of this channel, right? We only went below the channel and back in. So this maybe is going to hold nicely. I mean, I wouldn't be too reliable. This is just, you know, a little bit of entertainment, really. I wouldn't rely on placing a long here exactly at this support, but just so you can see that, you know, as soon as we broke below, it was resistance and then came back up. It held in nicely here as support, but I'm going to take that out of the way because, yeah, it's not too reliable. What is reliable, in my opinion, would be this major support range, the $42,500 area. This is plus minus $100-$200, so we can clearly see it was a major resistance right over there, and also supported here very nicely here just above the $42,600. So if we do have a major pullback, this is something that we are going to pay attention to, because even though, you know, we are seeing, you know, a slightly bearish divergence on the RSI on the 4 hourly, so, you know, this is something we need to pay attention. We might be, if we do come all the way down here, we very probable we are going to get a bounce. So we need to stay super cautious because we might be forming a head and shoulder here, or depending if we are going to create, you know, a bull pennant here or bull flag. It is still pretty soon, but my take here would be getting a little small rejection. No major opportunities here for trading. If we break $48,000 nicely, which is going to be hard work from now, a nice entry here on a potential bounce would be, you know, would be great. Now, for the moment, we are seeing some bearish divergence, so yeah, I would stay a little bit cautious for the moment. Now, let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum here is looking absolutely great. Okay, we do know that Ethereum is going to be outperforming. We did see this descending wedge, descending pennant, okay, on the daily chart and also on the 4 hourly chart here for the Ethereum BTC pair. I haven't got the chart right now, but we do know that in the next coming weeks, Ethereum should be performing slightly better than BTC. Now let's take a look here on the daily, also on the 4 hourly better, that we are, you know, $3,200 is a major resistance here. You know, I'm just going to go in the past so you can see the points of rejection that we did have at this level. Sorry, not this one. It is this one right over here. You know, supported very nicely. This is what we mentioned on yesterday's video. So this is a very strong area to break. But as soon as we break this range, we gotta, you know, become super bullish, especially if we are going to break it with volume. You know, it's been such a strong support in the past. You know, this is a lot of buyers defending this level, and this is now where we are getting super rejection. Now, zooming in here on the 1 hourly, I'm going to tell you, you know, both scenarios, the bullish and the bearish, you know, keeping it pretty simple. Okay, you know I trade mainly volume, price action, and support and resistance. You know, some channels, some pennants, but you know, just to keep it simple here, we did pump from here, we broke this major resistance, look how we came back down, retest it as support, we come back up, and you know we like to get out at double top scenarios. So this is, you know, clear double top, you're in a trade, you're out of a trade over here, because you do not know on the retest if we are going to break out. So now if we do break out very nicely here with volume, look how many times we've retested the $3,200 area, just slightly below. So if we did break out nicely here with some volume, you know that this is going to be a buying point. You can have a tight stop loss, just like here. You buy here, tight stop loss, and you're looking for this trade over here. You're risking 1 to gain 3, as you can see. So this is a very good risk management trade opportunity. That would be the bullish case scenario, breaking nicely 3,200. And if we zoom out, we've been talking about this on Twitter, also on my videos. I'm zooming out here on the daily. This is the scenario that I'm looking, a huge double bottom. I haven't seen anybody mentioning this, and you're not going to see a perfect double bottom. You can have several retesters right over here on the macro perspective. It doesn't have to be a super nice Adam and Eve, a retest resistance, come back down, a peak, and then a nice round bottom. The markets are volatile. You do have a couple of ups and downs like this one over here. It is absolutely fine. If we do break $3,200, that $4,000 would be the target of this huge double bottom scenario. Now, where we're hitting right now is the $3,200 resistance. We might have a decent pullback from here. Now, that would be the bullish case scenario. The bearish case would be having a major rejection here at 3,200. If we do come back down to $2,900, now this is something that we need to be super cautious. I've been saying on Twitter and on my videos, it would be a confirmation if we break $3,200. As soon as we break $3,200, there's going to be so much support below us that it is going to be very likely that we are going to see $4,000 in the next coming days, or maybe a week or two. Now, bearish case scenario, getting massively rejected from here, coming all the way down and creating a double top scenario. Now, if this is the case, if we do break the support range from this double top, the measured move is from the resistance from the bottom. And if we did have a clear breakout here from this support, a clear breakout with some volume, that this is going to be another major resistance. This is the $2,900. We touched so many times this range over here that we do not want to close a 4-hourly strong candle below it. Okay, we might see some wicks, some fake outs to the downside and then pop up, but I do think if we do break 2,900, we might come all the way down to $2,600 area, maybe not as far, because that is the measured move of this double top scenario. Okay, remember, if you're an experienced trader, PrimeXbt, my favorite day trading platform, has got 50% bonus added to your deposit by using my link in the description and Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promotion code. You cannot withdraw this bonus. It is used for buying power. I have a full tutorial also in the description. Now, taking a look at the Bitcoin dominance, because Bitcoin dominance, we've been talking about this for ages. I think so that this resistance, okay, is going to hold super strong. The Bitcoin dominance is going to get exhausted, and a lot of the Bitcoin liquidity is going to go into the altcoins such as Ethereum, because we do know that Ethereum has broken a major structure on the Ethereum BTC chart. So it would make sense that a lot of the liquidity from Bitcoin would go into Ethereum and some other altcoins. So massive resistance here. I do believe so that we'll be falling. We might have a fake inside and then come back down. But anything is possible. You do know that the confirmation would be breaking from this higher low over here where I put this yellow horizontal. As soon as we break this to the downside, this is confirming that we are coming down. So this is something that we're going to take a look also in the coming days. Bitcoin Cash update. We do know that we were talking about this double bottom here for Bitcoin Cash. It's played out for Ethereum already very nicely, and we've broken major resistance, which has had a very nice bounce here as support. The take. Bitcoin Cash should be arriving to the $680 range. This is the measured move here from this. All right, the breaking the resistance, getting a bounce. We should be arriving to this area. There's not a huge amount of volume from this breakout over here, but anyway, I do think that by looking at the Bitcoin dominance, we do have some fundamentals backing this potential trade here for Bitcoin Cash. We do know also that there's going to be major resistance at $650 area right over here. So it is going to be a little bit hard to break this range. But anyway, we're going to hold this trade. We're going to have a tight stop loss just in case we do turn around. So this is my take on Bitcoin Cash. We also see Litecoin over here performing very, very well after this bounce. Yesterday, this was mentioned here for ages. While we were coming up, we were talking about this potential double bottom scenario breakout. So we broke out. Look at the bounce how here we did see some volume. So this is good news here for Litecoin. The measured technical move is getting the bottom to the resistance. We do know that we should be arriving almost to the $190, and just below that at $180 there is clear resistance, which would be a good place to take some profits. Now we have to see if the Litecoin price is going to form here some kind of pennant, some kind of bull flag, it looks like in this case. Now if we do break resistance, it would be very, very probable that we are going to see this major level, this major resistance at $180. Good place to take some profits. It is almost the target from the double bottom scenario. So this is something that we are going to pay attention to here. Also on Litecoin, I still have my trades open. I'm planning to take profits on those targets that I've been mentioning, having a tight stop loss. So make sure to stay safe if you are doing any trading, remember. And if you haven't checked out the Bitcoinsensus website, check it out. We've got the latest news and technical analysis right over here, totally free information. The link is in the description of the website. And if you do not know how to trade on PrimeXbt or Bybit, there is a full tutorial down in the description. Check it out, guys, and be careful with trading. It is extremely risky. Don't risk more than you're willing to lose. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.